Huh?
What's wrong with this?
No.
Neo soul.
I like it.
It's not manly enough, maybe.
It's not thug enough.
Oh, see, I like thug too. Now we can get a little gangster in here. I got gospel, I got gangster. I love it.
Right.
Diversity.
I'm saved, but I'm a little savage.
Okay. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, you from Memphis, so you definitely savage.
It's just low key.
Yeah. Only when it's needed.
And necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I keep it tucked away. And I grew up in Whitehaven.
Let me find out.
Listen.
Man, y'all crazy.
Who's crazy?
Both of y'all. Y'all talking crazy over there.
Who's crazy? Telling me like an I dot is.
And I came here with nothing to drink. All right, man. You know what it is, good people, man. It's your boy, LaCheston.
And your co-host, Kim. Hey,
And
y'all.
we're back with another episode of the What You Mean podcast, man. And we are here for Industry Monday, man. We know it's been a minute since y'all got some hot stuff on the Industry Monday, but we came across a dope guest, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Jeff Soto, for sharing her information. That's how she came across my page, but y'all know I'm not gonna blab too much, and I'm gonna go ahead and spin the table. And NaShaye, you got the table. I mean, you got the floor, man. Let the people know what's your name, where you from, what you do.
Yeah, so I go by NaShaye J. I'm a journalist, on-camera host. Let me run that back. I go by NaShaye J. I am Birmingham's finest journalist, on-camera host. The goal is to be an A-list journalist and worldwide. And believe it or not, I'm already on my way.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Well, man, thanks so much for accepting the invitation to come kick it with us, bro. We are really happy to be having you.
I'm happy to be here, for sure.
So, again, let's start here. How do you know Jeff?
Wow, that's dope. He found me, and we did a photo shoot.
Okay.
And it was just a dope photo shoot, and that's how I came into contact with him.
So you shoot a little bit too?
I can do a little bit of everything. Anything I put my mind to, I can do it.
So she's multifaceted.
Definitely.
I ain't mad.
Like y'all facility is multi-purpose.
That's what's up, man. So again, shout out to Jeff. He I seen that your flyer for your information on what you're pushing, you know, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, this is exactly what I need right now. So what specific industry, if you had to put yourself in an industry, what kind of industry would you put yourself in?
Definitely entertainment and media, for sure.
Okay.
I love media. I love pushing artists, MUAs, anybody who's doing anything like crafty. I push it. It's not one particular thing. It's all. So all things media.
Okay.
So how did you get started with it?
That question gets denser and denser because it's not one event that got me to where I am. It's a current of events. But as I told you, with journalism, I got real good with talking to myself.
Right.
Self-respect, self-love, positivity. And I was like, you know what? I got to be pushing this out to people. This too much to hold in for myself. So I got real good with conversing with people, and I just flipped it and turned it into a craft. And God just put opportunities in my life when I made that decision.
That's what's
for
up.
For sure.
So what's the official name of the business?
It started off as Blogs by NaShaye J when I was just doing articles. Then it transitioned to NaShaye J Media. And now with Young Entrepreneurs, it's a media marketing company where I do a lot of my interviews. We push brands, promotions, and things like that.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't want to talk over you too much.
Why you gotta go? You good?
Don't act brand new.
No, it's not that. Like, if you go listen to any of our content, like, I be blabbing, like, I be just going. So I have to bud myself out at times, you know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, you know, so you say you're attached to a company now? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So it's kind of sort of like, are you rolling with their overall name, or is your name in conjunction with their name?
Yeah, so that's the great part about it. They still let me do my own thing, even being attached to the company.
Independently.
Yeah. So I freelance with the Official Black magazine in LA, in San Diego, California. I'm with Young Entrepreneurs who still let me be NaShaye J, which is what I wanted. I wanted to just continue to be myself. I'm with Ravizzy Nation. It's another company. My brother still let me be myself, which is really dope. And I'm with So Visionary Films as well. Still let me be myself. That's the main thing for me. Just let me be myself. I give you the best of me. Right. Just let me be myself, and I'm good. Because I'm still my own person. I'm still my own brand. So that's important.
Absolutely. Most definitely. So I know, like, me and you were talking earlier, just off camera and everything. So how did you get into writing, to become a writer?
Honestly, I want some juicy.
Yeah.
Look. I was waiting on your face expression to change.
That's what we here for.
So honestly, I got into writing when me and my ex broke up. We was together for 7 years. We broke up, and he's an artist. He was doing his thing, got his own record label and stuff. And when we broke up, I was like, okay, no more him. I got to figure out what I want to do.
Hello.
And I came up with this story. Right Couple, Wrong Idea. It's a book, a novel that I was writing. Right Couple, Wrong Idea. I finished it, but never published it, and that's how I got into writing.
Why you didn't publish it?
I don't know. Maybe didn't have the right motivation at the time or whatever, but that's how I got into writing. That's that push, like, okay, no more him. I can't depend on him. I got to do something for myself.
Right.
And that's how it started.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, cool.
So with that relationship and you writing, like, you found healing with doing that as well?
I was
like peace.
I was
them final questions this evening, then, Kimberly.
I was 17 at the time, so I can't say I found healing at that age.
Yeah,
I probably thought I did, but no, I was definitely still healing. So I was 17 at the time.
17 during the relationship, or 17 when you started the book or the breakup? Like,
yes, when we broke up.
You broke up with somebody at 17.
I was 17. Hold on. We broke up in 2017. I was
about to say, somebody finna go to jail.
I was 21.
Okay.
I mean, I was in a relationship for 10 years, from 15 to 25.
With the same guy?
The same guy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was beautiful. But, you know, all things come to an end, you know what I'm saying? But it was an eye-opener for me because not only did I start writing, but I started to pick up different talents. Like, I tried to do nails. I tried to do hair. I tried to do a lot of stuff that kind of, like, propel me towards what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I play with my little hobbies. I play with my little talents, and that just kind of, like, pushed me to my gift.
Gotcha.
100%.
Gotcha. So if you don't mind, and like I said, initially I got the opportunity to see your ad that you just pushed out about the different services that you offer. Do you mind elaborating on that a little bit, just in case, it's somebody that's listening to the podcast right now and like, what I can definitely use her for what I'm trying to do or whatever moves I'm trying to bait, to kind of give us like a little breakdown on the ad that I seen.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a journalist. I interview a lot of entrepreneurs in the city. I love it. 100%. I love talking to people. I feel like we can learn from everybody.
Right.
Whether you are a negative person, okay, I learned to not be negative, okay? Whether you are a sad person, okay, don't be sad. But I feel like you can learn from any and everybody's story. So I interview a lot of entrepreneurs, whether they're small, big. I just got into celebrity interviewing. Interviews are $100. I wasn't charging at first. You got to start out free somewhere. But now, as I continue to go up the ladder, the price definitely comes with the value. So interviews, like I said, we do promotion and marketing where we promote your company, your business. We do pop-up shops, like we'll go to your pop-up shop, record. I can interview some of the pop-up shoppers and stuff like that. With the magazine, that's a new thing with the magazine because they're allowing me to submit entrepreneurs into the magazine, like local entrepreneurs.
Right.
So that's an extra addition to the flyer that I'm promoting.
Gotcha.
And then the articles, the written out articles, the PR articles, the much needed articles. You need articles. You need the PR. You really do, because you want to have that paper trail.
Right.
You want to have that okay, they're already, I can go find their article on the net. I can read about them so I don't have to go ask a question.
Right.
You need those articles. Artists need those articles. Artists who are serious about what they're doing, they need the articles. They need to show people that they out here working. Gotcha. So that's really important. And I don't think Birmingham understands that.
Ooh.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I was looking at trying to get my blue check the other day. So I found a company, but they wanted 12.5 to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the requirements that Instagram requires you to have in order for you to get your blue check, one of the things is published articles. Like you have to list like 2 or 3 different publications. Like right now, I have a ton of publications, but they're based off of like my military service and me being a veteran in different magazines or different newspapers and things of that nature. But I think like my first like article came actually on the strength of her. She recommended me to ATL Voyage, and they ended up picking me up, and it was like one of the dopest moments ever for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be dope for nobody else.
Exactly.
Right.
It was like a whole moment for me, because prior to her recommending me to them, I had been trying to figure out how do you get featured, because I had started seeing a lot of people that I know that were within the same realm with me, or that were making moves that were getting featured in Voyage ATL, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. So, it's actually funny, bro. Like me and her, when she was getting ready to come into the studio, and we was doing her interview for her to come be the studio MUA, and I made mention of it, and she was like, it's funny that you mentioned it. And I was like, what you talking about? She was like, well, they normally ask for recommendations on who they think would be a dope person to contribute to their platform, and your name was one of the people that I put down. She was like, I ain't making you no promises, I don't know, but I put your name down. And then when she walked up out of my studio like 2 or 3 days later, I got notification.
Yeah, like this is real.
Yeah, so it's crazy that you say the different things about publications and how important they are. I actually I want to do like a biopic, in a sense, documentary, just telling like my story of who I am, the different things, the different walks of life I've been through. And I've had 2 different people, and I'll probably talk to you a little bit more about this off of camera. I just want to make mention of it because you may be able to elaborate on it or talk about it a little bit. But one of the things about me is, like, when I try to help somebody, I don't care if I help 100 people or 1 million people, as long as I help one person. Like, that'd be like my major thing. So in me telling my story, I'm just hoping that it'll help, you know what I'm saying, somebody in my hometown, somebody that know me, whatever the case may be. So I actually, did you ever get an opportunity to see Angela Yee when she interviewed August Alsina, when he was talking about how hurt he was, like, behind the whole Jada Pinkett breakup that he had with her?
I didn't see that.
All right, so when I seen that interview, it put me in my space like, okay, this is the kind of interview that I want to do for
that
like my little bio thinking, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be the one, of course, like, I got $100,000 worth of photography and videography equipment, so I don't need to hire a company to go to my hometowns and get B-roll shots of the things that I'm talking about and things that I can go do that myself.
Right.
But finding an interviewee to sit across from me and be able to jump, I ain't gonna say jump, but navigate themselves through the questions, knowing when to ask these questions and knowing how to, this the question that was down on a paper, but it don't sound good for this, so I'm gonna ask this because they're experienced with doing that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. So it is, if that's like something like that you may even be interested in doing, you know what I'm saying? Like I have one other person that I've been chasing now for probably about a year to do it. And I get the professionalism of people, you know what I'm saying, want you to email them and do this and do that. But I'm the type of person, if I'm being all the way a buck, you know what I'm saying, like, you can reach me. You know what I'm saying? Even if, let's say, I blow up tomorrow, you'll still be able to reach me. Like, it might be an assistant.
Right. Middleman.
But you'll still be able to reach me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to limit you to sending me a damn email or hoping that I see a DM. Like, I won't ever do people like that. That'll be part of my business. Find a way to micromanage that so that people always say, he been that same consistent dude throughout his entire career. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I hate when I really want somebody for something professional and they treat me like I'm just another nigga on the street.
It's
like,
heartbreaking.
That shit really gets under my skin. Like, it's different if I'm in your DM talking about shit, what happening. But if I'm in your DM talking about, hey, I got an idea of something I really want to do, and I think you'll be perfect for the role that I'm trying to play, at that point in time, once you go look at my social media and you actually see, okay, he's a professional, he does this, okay, now you can roll the dice on me because the block is a powerful button anyway. Like it's a lot of stuff that I just don't feel like texting you or I don't feel like putting in an email. Let's have a phone conversation. After that phone conversation is done, if you want to move forward, okay, now I'll put something together to submit to you or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I'm saying all that to say that I'm with you with the publications. I'm with you with, you know, everything that you're saying. And if that's something that you're interested in, I'd definitely like to talk to you more about it because it seems like that's down your alley on what you do. You see what I'm saying?
For sure. And Birmingham is the foundation. It really is. I wanted to take over Birmingham while I'm in the process. I'm very well known in Birmingham, but as we talked about, Birmingham is really slow.
Yeah.
So I feel like you got to go get it and bring it back.
You do. Like, just so funny that you say that. Just because even living in, because, you know, I told you I lived in Atlanta for a while. And so just being there, like, you just see things and you're just around different types of people that just have a different perspective and a different outlook on just how to just go about doing business or just living day to day, you know. And so to me, like when people say, oh, Atlanta's overrated and this big city's overrated, like, no, like you said, go there, live there, experience and see outside of the box that you've been living in off 3rd Avenue North, no shade, and bring that back so you can build on that. Right. So you can elevate the community that you live in and the people that are around you, the people that you network with and do business with, because that makes such a difference, you know. But you have to want to be in partnership and in community with like-minded people,
right?
You know, and if
that's
you don't,
the only way to work.
Exactly, and when you don't have that, then whatever you're doing is stifled and it's watered down, and it never grows.
I love your vocabulary.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Thank you.
So poetic. Yeah, that was very poetic.
And I mean that's one of the things that, you know, me and Vegas talked about a little while ago. He was just like, he hate how people are always trying to downplay Birmingham and he'll hear people trying to compare Birmingham to Atlanta, and he's from here. Like that, this is his home, and he'd be like, man, I'd just be telling people like this. Nah, this not Atlanta. This fucking Birmingham, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like he's proud, and I moved here. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A little over 10 years ago.
Where you from?
I'm originally from a small city called Evergreen, Alabama. It's 3.5 hours south of here. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I moved here from Troy though. I graduated from Troy University, and that's how I got here. But the thing that and reason that I'm mentioning that is because I've worked on a lot of different scopes of things when it comes to Birmingham, from being the party promoter, from being advertising and marketing for different clubs, you know what I'm saying, to working with, you know, artists, to working with DJs, to the whole nine, like, you know what I'm saying, dib and dab and this and dib and dab and that, and you're right, like essentially going to see how people do it differently around so that you can incorporate that in your business. And when you incorporate that in your business and you offer that service to people, that service is going to be also rendered to whoever they know. Like they're going to tell people like, this is what's going on. And I'm saying all that to simply say that, like, we don't have to be in Atlanta to be successful.
I agree.
The only thing that Birmingham needs to really do, since I try to like be loosely when I say stuff because I'm not from here. You know what I'm saying? This is home now. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like the city itself almost seems as if it doesn't want to support the city itself.
I agree. Unless it's a popularity contest. It really is.
It's definitely that. Like for instance, the artists I told you I work with, there was no reason why they shouldn't be platinum selling artists right now. And I really have an ear for music. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm on Kanye West level, but when I hear it, I know it. You know what I'm saying? And I actually chased them guys for 6 months trying to work with them. I don't think I wanted to be at the time with their publicist, even though I ended up being their manager for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to do what I was good at, which was write. All I wanted to do was write about what they were doing, put it out there so that those articles and those publication and those things were out there. But, you know what I'm saying? The city itself didn't want to jump behind him. The city of Birmingham themselves could have helped them guys break one of their records. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the city of Birmingham has the power to do that, bro. We have one of the most predominant radio stations in the world.
95.
And that's 95.7.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. That's why 95.7, it ain't like a radio station where you can just call up there, you know what I'm saying, even though it's illegal, pay somebody to spin your record and they spin your record. Like, they don't do that at 95.7. Like 95.7 don't even pay certain people that may be on number one on the billboards and stuff like that. Like there is a filter system that they utilize when they play specific music for a specific reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I know that is because I work for an internet radio station, and I just happened to be able to rub our shoulders with CJ the Stickman, and he was teaching me about the game when I was trying to manage them boys. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget the day I asked him. I was like, "Well, why does 957 do that?" And he says, that's what's going to make you different, because people never ask that question. They don't ask the question on why they filter music or why they play certain things at that radio station. But like you said, it's all part of the game. It's all part of marketing. It's all part of the thing that you want to do. But I mean, just look at the amount of people that's in the city right now, bro, like that could just spam call different radio stations and ask for
like
these
Donald
guys'
Trump.
music. Yeah,
you ever heard of the guy Donald Trump? It's Donald Trump himself. I wanted to do that, but I don't have the courage to do that. But 100%. Be creative with it.
So I'm saying that to again, like, we're glad you're here, so that, with what you're doing and how you're inspired. And even though I was getting stuff together, you know what I'm saying, I was hearing some of the stuff that y'all was talking about, so that's what our platform is about. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like, we ain't got 1 million subscribers and 1 million listeners right now. Right now. We ain't got it right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the 50, 60, 70, 80 people that are listening to us, that's 50, 60, 70, 80 people that probably didn't know that NaShaye J was out here doing what she's doing. You see what I'm saying? So when you come in here, we want you to leave with a little bit of something. You feel me?
For sure. And that's what matters, like they say, even if it's one. They used to say that in church. Will there be one?
That's where I got it from.
Will there be one? That's all it takes. I want to go back to what you were saying about how she asks particular questions. As an interviewer, I don't ask questions like about your baby daddy and your baby mother. I don't care about that. I'm not a messy journalist. I like to get to your true essence, your soul. I want to know who you are as a person, as a spiritual being. I want to know what motivates you. I want to know how you stay motivated. I want to know, what do you do when you wake up and you don't feel like going throughout your day? That's what I want to know, because that inspires me.
Right.
And that also inspires the people who's watching. Like, okay, she says she write down she has a gratitude list. Maybe I could try that. That's the type of questions I like to ask. We're going to get into your music. We're going to get into your movies and stuff like that. But I really want to know your background, your resources. What's your tribe look like? Yeah. What kind of books do you read? Those type of things. Those are important, because that shows who the person is.
I think asking those questions, too, it also makes you more real and authentic, and people are able to have a connectivity with you outside of social media, outside of, I've seen her here and there, but like there's this mystery to you, and they don't really know the core of who you are. So really, like you said, getting to the essence of that just makes it more authentic. I love that. Yeah.
I don't like when people try to bring me questions. I mean, I don't mind it.
Right. Well, the only reason I mentioned what I mentioned about the questions is because
you're fine. You're fine.
Chronologically, it needs to be put in order.
Okay.
But I don't want an interviewee that's just going to follow the bullet form. I want you to know when to take a break from that paper, because I've said something or transpired something in you that's going to inspire a dynamic question that's going to set the tone for the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the essence of why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I can get anybody to sit across from me, you know what I'm saying?
And ask you questions.
And ask me questions. But I want somebody that's going to bring some type of I'm about to jack the word up. And I know it's a word, but I be fumbling over my words, and I don't even want to do it to myself on this podcast.
do it.
Bring what?
Complexity. You know what I'm saying? So that's just pretty much the point.
You gotta give me an opportunity, because I read where it said that if you say something, y'all be like, "What you mean?" So you gotta say something and give me the opportunity to say, "What you mean?"
We know. Listen. You know what? I think I can count how many times me and her. I don't know if it's not an inside thing, because we'll literally ask anybody what you mean. But me and her will be sitting here talking, doing an interview, or doing a set or whatever, and me and her will be talking about something like it's almost like sideline, like we ain't got all these cameras in here and talking on this mind for it. And we'll sit up and look at each other and be like, "What you mean?" Like it's I don't know. All right, so I don't want to derail and get too far away from the segment of this being an Industry Monday, because the Industry Monday pretty much is a platform where we try to feed the culture something that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you're dope because of the services that you're rendering. So I don't want to like dive off into like the personal relationship questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And get too crazy.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But that would be good because I am a mystery and I do curate what I put out. So as I continue to go up the scale, it is important for people to know just a little bit about you. Like I've been just a little bit about you. So I don't mind answering certain questions because I feel like I was hidden for so long. And it kind of,
What you mean by hidden? Elaborate on hidden.
What you mean? No, I'm just joking.
What you mean?
So my relationship, being in a 10-year relationship, being in a relationship, it comes with boundaries. It comes with, respect for the other person. So there's certain things that you shouldn't do or shouldn't say. That 10-year relationship, like there's a lot of things that I didn't say. I didn't let a lot of people in on my life, which is cool to a certain extent, but kind of people are like, how you gonna be a journalist? We don't know much about you. We don't really know, like, do you like girls or boys? We don't know if you go to church. We don't know much about you. So I think little pieces of your personal life, just a little bit, not so much where people take it and run with it, but just a little bit, because it still shows that, okay, you're a human being just like us. You're going through the same thing that we're going through. So I think that is important.
And that's what our platform is about. Like, it ain't about trying to get up here and pretend like we're something that we're not.
Exactly.
And we're not going through the same thing that everybody else is going through. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if I'm being, like, completely honest in this moment, you know what I'm saying? How has the triumphs and things that you went through in the 10-year relationship, how is it that intervening with how you see relationships moving forward? And I'm gonna tell you while I'm saying that, I'm a photographer. I'm a general photographer. Like, I do it all: boudoir, nude, glamour, beauty, family, children, preschool, high school. It don't matter. If it's something that I know I can pull off flawlessly, then you can book me and I'll do it. So that caused a lot of friction in my past relationship. You know what I'm saying? But my next relationship is not gonna reform me and how I am when it comes to my business. Like, you either accept that this is what it is, going into it, because I'm not finna stop doing it because you don't like it.
And you're older now. We're older now, so it's different.
Well, I'm old as hell, to be honest.
Who old?
I'm old.
Oh, okay.
You old too, then?
Hell no. It's not. Little baby is fine.
That nigga said little baby.
Little baby is fine.
Put that on Bye Black sheet.
Yes, ma'am. It's the eyes for me.
What you mean?
Because Mary
It's the eyes to get everybody. That's why you gotta look at the motherfuckers.
What's the lady called? With the stone to be stoning people. What's her name? Medusa. Yes. Don't get caught up now.
Look, man, I had somebody out in my inbox ask about it the other day. I said, bro, y'all Negroes don't leave me alone, bro.
That's why his ass is frozen now.
But you stupid. But for real, man, I mean, I just, like, how has, what did you learn from that? Like, what, like, in knowing, like, the type of writer you want to be and the type of environments that you're going to continuously be in, the people that you're going to meet and the people that you're going to be around. Like, the woman I'm in love with now, she's a journalist. You know what I'm saying? And she's always around.
I love that you said in love with.
Oh, man.
Admit it.
Francesca Amika, baby.
Okay.
Look here. Lord have mercy. And she's always going to be around. I'm not going to say, I don't think I'm going to be stagnant in where I am when it comes to finances and my stature as a man right now. I think that I see the peak and I'm going up that mountain where that peak is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm finally on the right mountain. I'm also operating in what I consider to be my favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I know is right for me, what I love to do. I'm not trying to make anybody else happy anymore. I'm not worried about how people view me, about what I say and what I do. Like, I'm operating in the chest in me. So, when it comes to, like, a person like her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I know that she's continuously and always around powerful men. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something that you want to jump in her inbox talking about something, you want to take her to dinner, and then something transpires and it happens from that, if there's something that you can handle mentally moving forward, knowing that this is her career and this is what she do, or do you have enough security within you to handle that? So with me saying that and using that as an example, I'm proposing that same thing as a counterpart to the same question I asked. What in your past has kind of sort of got you to where you at now, so that when you do get ready to get in another relationship, these are the boundaries that you need to set that won't be crossed over, that allow for you to not be that great journalist and that great interviewer and this person that's catching flights all over the states and out of the states because you're doing work. You know what I'm saying? There are some men that can't handle the fact that you're going to be doing that.
Yeah, that's a great question, because not to post out on my ex, because I love him, still in love with him, but he didn't like me working with a lot of guys. 15.
Facts.
15. I'm 15 years old, and that's all I hung around was guys, because they got me. Girls were messy. They was catty as hell. I'm not a catty person. So all I hung around was guys. I have a guy best friend, strictly my best friend, and that was the issue in our relationship, just me being around a lot of guys. I'm so cool because I have a lot of homeboys, literally. So that was the issue. So getting out of that relationship, now all I work with is guys, and it made me realize, like, this is where I wanted to be. This is where I need to be. Like, I had to make a sacrifice. So many times I had to stop talking to my boy best friend. So many times I couldn't go around his house because I knew my boyfriend would feel some type of way. I had made a post like, I'm not working with no guys. So I compromised myself. I compromised myself in that relationship to just strictly working with females, and I didn't want to strictly work with females. So when I got out of that relationship, I had the openness to work with any and everybody. And now that he sees that I'm working with any and everybody, if we were to get back together, that would have to be something that he would be okay with. That's where that trust comes in. If I'm working with a guy, he's not going to ask me to dinner. I set the boundaries. When I'm around guys, I don't give them the opportunity to come in. You know, guys flirt. They flirt. They going to do that regardless, but I have a boyfriend. You got some guys who be like, no, NaShaye ain't on that. She ain't going to rock with you like that. Right. So moving forward, he will have to be acceptive of my circle. That's all it is. It's guys.
Right.
All it is guys.
Well, NaShaye, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So did you feel? I feel like you may have asked this earlier. When you felt hidden in your relationship, did you feel like you lost who NaShaye is?
I feel like I never knew her. I was still in high school. You know, when you're in high school, you're finding your identity. Right. You're looking at your friends to tell you who you are. I didn't know who I was. So it was all about my relationship. Yeah. When I got out of my relationship, it was all about NaShaye. Right. I got my confidence. I got my groove. I got everything. So when they say don't jump into a relationship so early because you're still trying to figure out who you are, what you want in life, that's real.
It is. What was the age difference with his boyfriend?
He was 18. I was 15. He was 18. Okay, very mature guy.
3 year difference.
Very wise.
I'm gonna tell you something that you're not gonna want to hear. There will never be a man that's completely and utterly cool with the fact that you hang with a whole bunch of guys.
I get that, but he will have to make that sacrifice.
You know what? And because you keep saying sacrifice, you know what kind of sacrifice I've made to be where I am? Okay. I'm 37 years old. I don't have any kids. I'm not married. I want to have kids. I want to be married. But the things that come with that, the responsibilities and sacrifices that need to be made, I don't know if I'm ready to make those necessary sacrifices in order to do that. So I had to choose. Okay. I had to choose. Do I want to be married and have kids, or do I want my career and what I'm doing? Because you're not going to be able to have both. And I'm posing that to you. Yep, I'm posing that to you because that's going to be another reality you're going to have to tap into. For sure. Because there's if you was my woman, like, no, you can't have 50 male friends that you hanging out with and cool with. Like, I get what you're saying about you vibe with girls, and I mean, you vibe with guys better than you do girls. Girls are messy, blah, blah, blah. Because I have a female best friend, you know what I'm saying? And I think the only reason she is my best friend is because I'm literally not attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see her her like that. We sit up and talk about her relationships and what she doing, and we talk about mine. Like, we done literally slept in the same bed before and ain't touched each other. Like, we're like really, really cool. Like, it's just something that we wouldn't want to do.
Right.
But my ex didn't understand that because she never met her. And the only reason she never met her was because she a damn traveling nurse. She was never around. It could be, I would probably go 2 years sometimes without maybe seeing her. Might get a text, just checking in, bro. I'm good, you good. Like, we were just friends. Like, she became my friend when I first moved up here. That's how she became my friend. She was with somebody, and I told her she was a Zeta, I'm a Sigma. I was like, I want your friend. She put me on a friend. That's how we became close.
But
we've been friends ever since then.
that comes with that trust too, though. Like, I get it. No, you're not gonna hang around 50 guys. Maybe 6. That's fine. You know, as long as I know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And most of the guys I hang with, they're married. So
Right.
I feel like their wives kind of have that same. But I'm cool with their wives, and I let them.
You make that point.
Wait, he thought me out. They're married, so they have like they're strictly like no.
That don't make no difference, man.
It depends on the relationship. Depends on the people. I hang with genuine people.
I feel you, and I'm not trying to say that the people you hang with are not genuine. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy right now that I know that one of the girls that hang around him is not checking for him because we got a homeboy that done smashed her. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's checking for her. But his wife don't like her around, period.
Yeah, I get that. And I get that.
And that's his homegirl, though. That's his friend. You know what I'm saying? He cool with her.
My guy best friend, his wife feel like me and him are soulmates. She literally told me that I feel like you and him are soulmates, but I don't feel like that, which is real cool.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, on this topic that we're on is probably a whole nother spiel for a whole nother podcast.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just, again, it's going back to what you said about those sacrifices. Like, my ex wasn't cool with me having female friends. I wanted my household to be happy, and I wanted her to be happy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that friction, so I didn't have no female friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't hurtful to me. You know what I'm saying? Because my female friends that I told them that, hey, I got to kind of pull back, they understood. Like, that's cool, because the same friend that I'm telling you about, she was dating a cute dog. That nigga couldn't stand me. So at one point in time, she had to pull back on being my friend.
Right.
I didn't get mad at her. She was in a relationship. Man, my pastor always said, if you going to invite me to dinner and I'm bringing my wife and you tell me that my wife not welcome, then I'm not welcome.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a delicate situation, and it just depends on who you're talking to and who you're dealing with. But I'm telling you, ultimately, if that's the realm and what you want to be in, you got to choose what side of the fence you want to be on, because it's very seldom that you're gonna be able to be on both sides of that fence or even straddle it at times. You know what I'm saying? You just got to choose. But like I was saying about, Francesca, like I think you being in the room and working and having associates and collaborators and things of that nature is definitely good, definitely different than talk about this is my homeboy and I'm spending time and we going to the bar to have drinks and we doing this and we doing that.
Like,
do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
straight work.
I think and secure people be able to handle that if it's work. You know what I'm saying? But talking about I got a handful of guy friends and I ain't got no chick friends, like nah. Matter of fact, I got a spin board up in there. You know what the spin board? You know what's on that spin board?
What is it?
One of them is call one of your homeboys and ask him on the phone right now with it hooked up to all of this stuff. If you gave him the opportunity to smash, would you let him smash?
No. Look, I'm my homeboy. My guy friends know I'm in love. They know I'm in love.
So you think that every single one of them guys, that if I called them right now, you called them and put them on speakerphone and be like, if I wanted you to smash, would you smash? All I'm gonna say no.
I wouldn't ask them that question though.
I'm just saying, what did you think the answer would be? Do you think all of them gonna say no?
You put me in an awkward position.
All right, so let's talk about something else.
All right.
Let's talk about something else.
I'm going to circle it back to being
Yeah,
her.
circle it back, sis.
That's a good topic,
I'm
though.
going to do a whole 180.
Because you was quiet.
Yeah, I'm going to back this Benz up.
Nice.
Okay?
Who your friends is? Who you can call on speakerphone and ask them if they was smashed?
None of them.
None.
None of them.
That ain't even a topic. We don't talk about stuff like that. Keep them thoughts to yourself.
Sir,
We straight business.
you should know I am private like a label.
I know you is.
I am private.
And I know the
like a
only
label.
reason why I know what I know because of who I am and the platform that we on. But I'm just saying.
We exude mystery and hold ourselves as the best kept secret. Blue.
All right, cool. So,
Okay.
like she said, double back. Go ahead, go ahead. You got because we got your time.
I know you and I were talking earlier off camera about, you asked me like what my passion is. So, what is your passion that fuels NaShaye Media? That fuels it, that keeps you going?
Honestly, it's the freedom. It's the freedom to be myself. I don't mind walking up and talking to people. I'll walk into a room full of random people and talk to everybody. How you doing? I'm NaShaye. What do you love to do? I love your hair. I'm that person. That's what I love most. I have the courage to just walk up and just let you know who I am. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
They really don't.
You do.
They don't.
So, with that freedom, child,
They kind of hit in the inside right there.
phone not on do not disturb.
Because he sure got on me.
Right. But how does that freedom of what you do serve and help other people?
Interesting. How does this serve and help other people? My honest opinion, I think it helps other people be more authentic with themselves first. Because people are always like, how are you so positive? How are you so empowering? You got to be that with yourself first. And I think that's what I teach people.
Yeah.
Be that with yourself first. The mirror technique, I tell people all the time, mirror technique. Get in front of the mirror.
Right.
If you having body issues, if you having just like any type of issues within yourself, get in front of a mirror. It's a technique that I use every day.
Yeah.
I practice in the mirror. I have to look at my face, my nuances, my cadence, how I'm looking. Like, get in the mirror and practice everything. It starts on the inside, as we said earlier.
Facts.
It starts on the inside and starts with the source too.
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. Well, good people, if y'all listening, man, you know, listen to Say J had us on the time limit on this thing. So she an important person. She got appointments and things. So I just want you to do me a quick favor, man. You know what I'm saying? As we get ready to get out of here, just check out your camera, you know what I'm saying? And tell the people who you are one more time. Tell them where they can find you. Briefly talk about the services that you're offering right now and how they can get in contact with you. And we get ready to get out of here.
Nice. So again, I go by NaShaye J, Birmingham's finest journalist on camera host. Y'all better get at me now because your girl blowing up. I'm telling you. But I don't want to get unreachable, but they're going to have to talk to the middleman to get to me, okay? I'm a signed journalist as well. You can find me on Facebook at NaShaye Jackson. You can find me on IG at NaShaye J. You can find me on Snapchat at NaShaye J. You can find me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is important. At NaShaye Jackson as well. The services that I offer is just interviewing. I can put you in front of people that probably never knew your name, that now know your name. It doesn't matter if it's 300 or 500 people. Now 500 more people know who you are. And that's what I do. And it's only up from here.
That's what it is, man. Thanks for the plug, man. Thanks for sliding through again, man. So, man, y'all already know this has been an Industry Monday, man. She's dropped some nuggets, man, about life, about relationships, how that has intertwined in with her passion, and now how she's living life as a journalist, man. So do us a favor, man. If you bump with us here on the platform, make sure you go hit the follow button, hit the like button on her stuff, man. If she's offered a service that you can use, make sure you hit her up and do that as well, man. If you're watching right now on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, but don't leave without hitting the like button. And then, of course, if you like the comment, man, the content, make sure that you leave us a comment as well, man. And if you're listening to us in the podcast thingy, in the car, on your AirPods, or whatever you're doing, however you listen to us, man, make sure you're subscribing to us and you following us and listening to us there. And don't forget, last but not least, that we are getting ready to get prepped for season 2. Season 1 is coming to a close, y'all.
Nice.
So we're gonna have some changes when we come back, when y'all see us and when y'all hear us again, man. But in the meantime, between time, make sure that you go spill some tea, or you give us some confessions on our website at www.whatyoumeanpodcast.com, and it's a spot on there you can submit anonymously, or you can tell me who you are, and then in our What's New segment, me and Kim gonna decide on some stories we want to read out loud, and we're gonna sit here and discuss them. So y'all make sure that y'all get out us. So until next time, man, y'all already know I'm your bullet Cheston,
And I'm your co-host Kim.
and y'all know what it is, man.
Peace.
Peace.